Hey, everybody. I just wanted to kind of pop on here. I don't usually do it by myself. So Andrew was headed to work. So I was like, you know what? I'll hop on and just see if anybody will hop on with me. So I don't really have a topic in mind. Just kind of thought we would just kind of ramble and talk about any upcoming cruises or any topics come to mind. I don't have Chloe this morning. I should be cleaning the house, but I thought I'll come and say hi to everybody. So I know it was a pop-up, so not everybody will be able to hop on. That's totally cool. So let's see. All right. So what is everybody doing this Saturday? Anything fun? Any of you who are watching the re-recording, if you had fun plans. Oh, okay, it's working. So I just kind of wanted to see. Hey, Clock! Hey, do you want to come up? It's just me. I don't have Andrew, so not as interesting as Andrew is. Andrew's always got fun things to talk about and, a little more streamlined in his approach with lives. I dropped the link if you want to come on, Clock. Or anybody else who's on. Oh, Clock, you've got your cruise. Like, when do you leave? You leave this weekend, right? Oh, okay. No problem. Oh, that's exciting. Now, y'all have been on the Wonder before, right? You got it for a really good deal. And I think that's what I heard you say. You got it for a really good deal, like right after everything opened back up. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm jealous. And in like a good way. Like we go on a cruise in like 30 something days. So how jealous can one be, right? But I man, we want to yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, we want to try Royal, but it's just one of those things where we just haven't it. Carnival gives us such good deals, but those deals haven't been as good lately. And I was looking at Royal last night. I'm trying not to book another cruise. We've got 4 right now, and it's like, man, let's pay on those because we've got some expensive ones. Alaska and that. Oh, I can't wait to see your videos, Clock. That's gonna be really cool. Like, definitely gonna live vicariously through your vlogs. Oh, there you are.
What's going on?
Not much. Thanks for joining me.
Yep. I know it can be very boring and stretched out when you don't have anybody.
Oh, and I didn't come on with a plan. Normally I work on a plan with Andrew and like I'm like, okay, we're gonna hit these topics, at least some way stay on track. But I'm trying to be better about going on lives by myself because his schedule is all over. Like he worked till midnight and then now he's already back at work. It's like,
what's he do?
So he is he's in management for a department store, a very big one. Well, I guess not really a department.
Actually, I think we talked about it one night.
Yeah. So it's like your normal home and grocery store you see everywhere. Destination Fun, Sherry, come on up. Yeah, so he closed, he worked till midnight and then he's already on his way to work again, so.
I got you.
Chloe's with my mom, so I was like, I'm gonna clean the house, I'm gonna do all these things, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna hop on live.
Yeah. That's normally what I do. I'm gonna edit a video. And then I go
I
live.
do that too.
So I still haven't got my videos out from last Wonder trip.
Okay.
I've gotten 2 of them out, but like the room tour and something else. I can't remember what it was. Hello.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey, I didn't know you were going live.
I didn't either. I'm supposed to be cleaning the house.
Oh.
That's what I was telling Clark. Chloe's at my mom's and Andrew just left for work. He worked till midnight and then he's already headed back to work. And I was like, oh, I have the house to myself. I can clean, I can organize. And then I was like, or I can get on YouTube. We weren't on last night a whole lot. I took Chloe to an Easter egg hunt. So
I know. I was like, I haven't heard from her all day. I hope everything's okay.
I know. That was so sweet. I was telling my aunt this morning, I was on my way to get coffee and I said, Sherry from Destination Fun, because I tell her all y'all's names and all about your lives and stuff. And so anyways, I was like, Sherry from Destination Fun texted me and was like, are y'all okay? I haven't seen you tonight. I said, it was so sweet. I loved it.
I know, I even normally hear from you during the day, and I didn't hear from you at all. I was like, I hope everything's all right with them.
Work was crazy.
I know.
Hi, Golden Girl.
Hey, Golden Girl.
I was like, guys, it's Friday. Like, why are y'all? What?
That's how ours. It's quarter in for us, so it was a crazy.
Us
week.
too. And then it's like things you've been telling people for like 3 weeks now. It's like, oh wait, it's the 31st. Oh my god. So then I was scrambling. Yeah.
So Clark, are you all packed for your trip?
I am. Somebody else isn't. She's slacking a little.
Hey, is it just you and her? Are the kids going too?
My daughters are going. Yeah.
Oh, she probably had to pack them too.
No.
Oh.
They do themselves.
I wish that was the excuse.
I was trying to give her like a pass, like
no
she worked a lot, Mike. No.
She got off at 1:30 yesterday or 2:00.
You know, Andrew and Chloe are almost packed for our cruise, and I had packages arrive yesterday for the new things I ordered. So
when y'all leave?
May 6th. But
they're
it's
almost packed. Are they on Z's packing schedule?
No.
You know, hi Rob and Jan. Hi. No, so we got off the Vista. Actually, we were with Rob and Jan. So we got off the Vista, and Andrew just came home and washed all his stuff and then put it back in his luggage because you know. And then Chloe, I packed enough for like, you know, she could have gone on 5 cruises with as much as because I was like, maybe we want the blue dress or the white dress or the gray dress. I didn't know. So she had enough packed. So I just kind of washed whatever I needed for her. And then I take these like little Shein bags or like Pat bags. They're not our sponsors, by the way, but I buy a lot of her clothes from there. And so I'll pack like each day, like, you know, if it's Key West or Bahamas, or I put like a swimsuit, a cover up, and then a change of clothes for her because, you know, she's a toddler. And so I put all those in her luggage, and then I pack extras of those just because, you know, you never know with her. And so she's mostly packed. And then me, I took everything out of my luggage, and then, you know, then it went in like to a stack in a basket, and then that's where it's at. So yes, we missed Rob and Jan. Like it seemed like on the Vista, like we had so many, like we're gonna meet up and do things, but we just, I don't know, we got kind of in our own little rhythm there, you know, on the Vista. It was a weird thing for us. We actually relaxed more on the Vista. Normally on the cruises, we're like, oh, we're gonna go to the sail away party, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. We're all like hyper and stuff. And this cruise, we just enjoyed we had a balcony room, and we sat on the balcony a lot and just kind of reflected and talked about this channel and our goals.
Yeah.
Hey, Scratching Pete.
I always want to try to get as much in as I possibly can, and then we see what happens after that.
Well, and we're, you know, now that we have a channel, we feel like, oh, like what will people want to see? What will their questions, you know? And then we're trying to hit those moments too. And I think on the Vista, we were just tired. I think holidays, you know, we both have worked a lot. Yep. Yeah. Time flew. Yeah. And they didn't have internet. We did have internet, but it was real hit or miss.
So, Clark, are you flying down or are you driving?
Oh, we don't have time to drive. We're flying down. We fly at 7:45 tonight. Boarding time 7:15.
Okay.
Going out of Baltimore down to Orlando, and then got to catch an Uber over to Port Canaveral.
That is so exciting. I'm excited for y'all. You know, when somebody, I just hit the laptop. When somebody cruises, I get so excited as if it's like me. Like, I'm excited for you and your wife and your daughter. Like,
So are you
It's
guys
always fun to see what all they get to do, like what the people do and what the people see and stuff like that.
are you flying back on Sunday? Or are you staying an extra day in
I'm
Orlando?
flying back on Sunday and not till I think we get home at like 1:00 in the morning.
Oh my
oh
goodness.
wow.
I'm going to be sitting in a airport all day long on Easter.
Oh wow.
Why don't you guys go do something in Orlando? Like go over to Disney Springs or something.
We might, but I don't know what to do with my luggage, and I don't want to have to tote it around everywhere.
Hi, Mike Rihanna.
I'm
They
wondering
won't.
if they would let you check it in early.
The airport won't let you check it in unless it's within 2 hours. It's 2 or 3.
Really?
I can't remember.
I would Google that because I know
I would
people
too.
that go and spend the day in Orlando before their flights leave. There has to be a place.
We
Yeah,
have done that. We checked in at like 5 in the morning, and our flight didn't leave till like 2 in the afternoon.
And they took your luggage?
Hi, See Me
Yeah.
Traveling.
I had the same issue in Fort Lauderdale last year when we were going on this ship, and they told me they can't do anything until within it was either 2 or 3 hours. So we had to sit there with our luggage all day long until we could check it.
I think Rob and Jen are right. I think it's more 5 or 6 hours. Which, if you don't mind, which airline is it?
Southwest.
Oh, it was who we flew with. I would try.
Maybe I'll ask them when we get to the airport today and just see what they say.
because there has to be people that have to check out of like their hotels and stuff early at Disney, and I mean, they don't freaking go sit at the airport all day. I wouldn't think.
No.
Well, most of the resorts will hold your bags. Because I do the same thing in Vegas. I'll check my bag and down at the desk at the hotel. I'll go hang out in Vegas for the day, and then I'll go back there and grab my bag and head to the airport.
I don't know. I would Google it. It's something, I don't know. I would hate to have to sit in the airport all day when there's a lot of stuff to do in Orlando that's not like expensive, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Like I said, I might ask them what it would take to today when I get there, either when I land in Orlando or I'll ask in Baltimore while we're waiting.
Yeah. And maybe they can get I don't know. Sometimes Southwest can do like special passes for stuff. You know, maybe just ask.
Yeah.
So Rob and Jan said they don't check luggage. They do a carry-on when they do a 36 days in a row or a back-to-back or side-to-side. That's my aunt and uncle are about to do that 22-day cruise, and they're packing for Brisbane. I was talking to them this morning. Actually, I got to mail them some of their stuff. Andrew booked their cruise, so I got to mail them some stuff. But 36 days.
36 day in a row.
Oh my God. I told Andrew, I was like, I wish like either we were retired or had our own business or something where we could go on some of these cruises, because they're just, like that one to Japan that's like 31 days or something. I was like,
I was looking at the MSC World America. That's that's a big ship, kind of like the Oasis class that the World Europa just came out, and Addicted to Ships put out a video tour of that one. Well, the World America is going to be over here, and it comes out in 2025, and they just released the sailings this week. You can go on a back-to-back, the first 2 sailings, for 2 people interior for $2,600.
wow.
So 14 days for $2,600.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about, like that.
That's less than my 7-day on Icon.
Well, that's what I told Andrew. We're gonna have to reevaluate. Like, we've got some expensive cruises. Of course, it's Alaska, and then Jubilee second sailing and stuff. And then Hawaii is 15 days. But we're gonna have to start going back to those little cheaper cruises. Like, I'm like, some of these are getting kind of outrageous, especially like Icon. I would love to be on the Icon, but I can't justify it.
Yeah.
I know.
I did it because I wanted to try a brand new ship first day.
Yeah,
and I mean, even it's crazy because I thought like after the first sailing, or at least after the first month, we were going to be able to get some cheaper cruises on it because my daughter wanted to do that for her graduation, and none of the sailings for the whole year are any cheaper than the first one.
That's
So,
right. And if you're paying the same price, go on the first one.
Yeah. Well, the kids aren't going on the first one. It's just going to be me and the wife, but because they're in school, and we're already taking off a week for graduation week. But we want to. We're going to do Jubilee for her graduation with Have Luggage Will Travel.
We're supposed to book that one too. Okay, sorry, I'm behind the chat. Hi, Cruising is Fun Anytime. See Me Traveling. Oh, I'm not clicking on these. My bad, guys. See Me Traveling said that they checked, and with drinks and Wi-Fi, it's $2,700. That's such a good deal. Everybody's saying hi to Cruising is Fun Anytime. Robin Jan, we have a lot booked because we made a donation to the casino, which triggered free cruises. Yes, that's how we got a lot of our good. Actually, the one we're going on in May is because I made a big donation to casino.
I'm taking extra money this time because Will's casino stuff starts April 1st and it goes till March 31st of next year. I have this cruise, I have Liberty of the Seas in June, and then I have Icon of the Seas. So between the three of those, I ought to be able to pile up some points to where I can get a free cruise. So I took a little bit of extra money to play in a casino to see what I can do.
I was not on the Vista. The casino was so crowded. It was like an elite cruise, and so the casino was so crowded, and so we didn't play as much as we normally do. Normally that's where we are every evening, me and Andrew. But this time we didn't. But it was so crowded. But the lady that we met from our hometown here, she was with somebody who won like $10,000, and they had like the big check presentation and stuff. I was like, "What? That is so cool! I've never seen that."
Yeah.
My mom's won $5,000.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my mom won on the Dream. The very first night on the Halloween cruise out of New Orleans, my mom came pounding on my door at 1 a.m. I'm like, what? She's like, I need you. Come with me. And I was like, why? And she was like, I need you to walk with me. And I was like, why? What's going on? She was like, I won $5,000 in the casino and they're about to give me cash and I'm scared to walk by myself. And so, of course, and then we went, and then we video called my dad and told him, because it was my mom's birthday, actually, the day she won it. And so she was so excited. Call my dad. Okay, question. Do you usually sell at Galveston or other ports too? So Andrew and I typically sail out of Galveston because we live about 2.5, 3 hours away from Galveston, and it's just easier for us to drive to a port and usually a lot cheaper. But we have sailed out of New Orleans. I've sailed out of Miami, and Andrew sailed out of Port Canaveral with our families. And we have sailed out of Alaska. So we actually are sailing out of, was it Long Beach next year? So we try other ports to sail out of. But typically Galveston is our home port just because we're so close to it.
Jubilee will be my first time in Galveston. I'm debating on doing the 2025 Huddle Adventures cruise.
It's Chloe's birthday.
It's pretty cheap.
In Destination Fun, I know it's a lot cheaper for you to sail out of Florida.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking about, we're taking that non-cruise in October, but I want to do something before that. So like you just said, I'm thinking about just taking like a quick, cheap cruise out of Tampa, one of the older ships, just for like a long weekend.
Yeah. Just
to get out and get on the water. I mean, it's cheaper to do that than it is to go get a hotel somewhere and travel somewhere, So,
Robin Jan said they dined with the people that won the $10,000 and then walked. Yeah, so I was standing there too when they were getting the check presentation, and stuff. And actually they live in our they live in the same town. We live in a small town, and they live in the same small town we do.
Oh, wow.
And so I see the one lady everywhere. Like, I went to Walmart the other day, and she was there. We've gone to dinner, and she was there. And I was like, oh, now I feel like your private stalker.
So did she win that like on a penny machine, or did she win it like on?
Don't remember. I know that she was there for the elite, and she was. I don't remember what machine she won it on actually. Hi, Wilkie. Good morning.
So, Kurt, back on that last question, depends upon how much the casino winnings are.
About the chair?
This one's working fine.
Now I want to go to the casino today. Now you got me like in the mood for the casino.
Oh, that's mean. I want to go to casino.
We have one like 10 minutes from us.
I know. Andrew and I were talking last night. So we were talking about like and I'm sure y'all do this with your spouses too, like our 1 year, 5 year, and 10-year goals. And then he said in 10 years he wants to live in Florida near Tampa. And I was like, oh, okay.
There's the Hard Rock Casino right here.
I told him, I said, there's gambling there. I don't know that I can live there. But cruises, Disney, and gambling, those are all my vices. Like, we would be so poor.
Remember, my wife works at a casino, so it's kind of she doesn't want to go there any more than what she has to.
Yeah. My uncle works for he works for a casino, and he's the same way. He's like, I don't want to go here. He'd rather be anywhere but. Hi. Good morning, Warmstrong.
Hey, Bill.
The most I've won is $3,400 in casino. I've never had a ride up. Like, that's like my ultimate. I've spent enough to where I should have had a ride up, and I like to play in the high roller area, but I've never had a ride up. Now I have one, but it's been like 1,000 at a time or 800 at a time, and just had a really good night and walked out of the casino with more than I took in, But I've never, of course, when you get a ride up, you're paying taxes. So I guess that's probably the way to go. But I remember last year I went and put $100, and it was we went to a casino in Oklahoma. I went and put $100 in a 9-line and spun. Okay, hit $21. I was like, oh, yay, and then spun a couple times and took my money. I'm like, all right. Like that fourth or fifth spin, it hit, it was like double 7-7 or something. It was like something, and it hit $1,000. And I was like, the numbers just kept going, and I was like, is this gonna be my write-up? It didn't, but I was so excited. And then I cashed out because I was like, okay.
And they make you sign some paper. Yeah. Make you sign, because I remember I won some, I think it was like $5,000 when I was in Biloxi once. And they came over, and I was young. I was probably like 21, 22, and I didn't know what to do. I like called my dad. I'm like, they want me to sign this thing. Do I sign it? What do I
do? So my mom is like, my mom and dad were both gamblers, and my dad, he never won like my mom did, but my mom, I took her to WinStar, not last year, but the year before. And my dad passed away in 2018. And so I always kind of take her to certain things, casinos and stuff that they just, because they loved it, And so she was playing on what we call my dad's machine. And it's this meltdown, and it's like unpredictable. You never know. It does. Like, I love meltdowns. And so my dad and I would always play this machine. So anyway, she was sitting at my dad's machine, and she hit for $12,081.
Wow.
And I thought she was going to have a heart attack. Like, because she was stressed about going, and her and I on the way up there were driving, and she was just talking about, she's like, it was almost Christmas time, and she was just a little financially stressed. Like, we probably shouldn't have been going to the casino, but we were wanting a good time, and we weren't cruising again at the time. And I remember like I thought she was going to have a heart attack. Like, I remember like we took the money and spread it across the bed, and we had Chloe like throw in the hundreds, but we had to like count them back and make sure we had them back. But it was so fun, and I just will never forget that. Like, but I've seen my mom my mom and dad one time at WinStar, they both just hit like 1,000 here, 5,000 here, and they left with $20,000 that weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never
But
won
I've
more than
also
$500 at a casino.
yeah, but I've also seen my parents lose. But it's a gamble. It's a gamble. I always, that's how I get my free cruises too.
You have me looking. I'm looking to see if I have free play at the casino today.
Oh, when you're Canadian, no tax, just have to fill out the special form. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I have $10. $10 free play today if I go.
All right, so you get 2 spins.
Yep.
Cheryl connected to Rob and Jan Can Cruise. Yes. If you're not dropping #nation and please do connect with each other. I love that. I'm not one of those channels that's like, no, connect, please connect. Yeah. See, that's how we are, a couple hundred. Yeah, I always if I lose more than what I brought in, I'm having a good day. Even if I know what I'm going to lose, so like, I don't go in thinking I'm going to get rich at all. Yep. Yeah. It was one time. It was the only time I've ever seen them do it, but WinStar was really good to them. Mike, you're going to have to get her a better chair. Do you need a GoFundMe?
I offered to get her one just like this, and she didn't want it.
One day you're going to walk outside and you're going to have like an Amazon package and it's going to be like her new chair from somebody.
Trust me, I have an Amazon package at my door almost every day. So it wouldn't, seeing one is not going to surprise me any.
Yeah, I had Amazon come last night. I ordered Chloe Paw Patrol Easter eggs because we are too good for the baby in Baby Shark now. We are a big kid and now we are in Paw Patrol.
So what are you doing for Easter? Are you doing an egg hunt at your house? Is that what you do with her, or what do you?
We're gonna go to my mom's, and my brother and sister-in-law have a couple of friends that have a 2-year-old and stuff. So we're gonna have like a toddler Easter egg hunt in my mom's front yard.
Oh, that's fun.
I took her last night to the flashlight Easter egg hunt in my mom's city puts on, and it's at the baseball park there, and they had like different age groups for each of the baseball parks. And so Chloe was so victorious. She was so proud of herself. I got a little video of it, and she was just carrying this basket full of eggs, and she was just, like ear to ear grinning. She was so proud. I was happy for her. Like she loves it. Yeah, Paw Patrol is great. Yes, we every night she's like, Chase, Sky, Zuma. I'm like, all right. Honestly, I'm kind of happy because I was getting kind of tired of Blippi. That dude. I don't know what he takes, but I wish I had that energy.
Is that the blue or whatever? And they're Bluey or blue or something?
Oh, Bluey's another puppy. Yeah, that's the Disney puppies.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the one Tim Tracker's kid is always watching. Every time you're watching their vlogs, he's like watching Bluey.
Hi, Cruise Nuts.
Hey,
I'm way out of that one. My youngest is 13 now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 13. So I guess you don't do the Easter egg hunts or anything like that anymore.
No, not anymore. So we'll go over to my sister's house, and my nieces will bring her daughters over and stuff like that, and my kids will hide the eggs for them.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes, Sky is Chloe's favorite because she's pink and purple and she has a helicopter, and yes, Sky is Chloe's favorite. Chase is probably a close second. Good morning, Z. I don't know if I said good morning to you. Yes, Paw Patrol. Sorry, I'm a little behind in chat. I don't want to miss anybody. Z, did you just say you're going shopping for the Jubilee?
Wait, Z, I thought you were going to go on the booze cruise before you were going on the Jubilee. What happened to that?
He couldn't get
that first.
He couldn't get Bill's room number.
No, let's not go there. So I'm just thinking, like, what can you be shopping for? I mean, the end of the summer is the time to go shopping because that's when all your summer stuff's on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree though and get Chloe some of those little cheap floats and stuff as they start to put them out for summer. Because I like to go get like those Dollar Tree ones for like we're gonna Half Moon Cay.
They already have them out.
Yeah, I want to go get her
here at the Dollar Tree. I was just there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get her some like little water wings and stuff. So that way, if they're Dollar Tree, if they pop or whatever, it's no big deal. He can't hang on the booze cruise and the Jubilee.
Oh, he's decided he's not doing the booze cruise then, I guess. I don't.
Oh, I love that channels are connecting. That makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yes, make sure that you're watching and commenting and, you know, just all those things so the subs stick. I know for us, we get so excited to get to like 300 and then it like drops down to 280 or something. We're like, oh, so just make sure those subs stick and that you're watching and not subbing for subbing. That never works for us.
Watch TNT's wine tasting last night with Simi and SCT and
Sea Lake.
Yep.
I bet that was hilarious.
Was, apparently drinking beforehand.
Who was?
Chet.
Who was?
Chet from Sea Lake Journeys.
Oh, because I only caught like the last like 20 minutes of it. It was pretty funny for what I saw of it.
Yeah.
I need to go back. I've got a lot of catch up on from yesterday and throughout the week.
So what you got going on today?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, my house needs to be cleaned before the little tornado gets home from grandma's. And I was just gonna do like the laundry. I let the goats out so they can kind of, you know, they eat the shrubs and stuff in the yard. So I let the goats out, and so I'll have to put them up and change all their water and stuff. But Chloe loves to help me with all that. Like she gets a big kick out of it. But no, just those daily chores today. Andrew's gonna work all day, and so I figured just kind of keep Chloe home and probably do some little activities outside and then clean the house. Nothing fun. That's why I decided to get on YouTube because, you know, those dishes just did not look like fun. Like I gotta go to the dishwasher and fill it, you know. I thought, well, I could get on YouTube and talk to my friends, or I could, you know, do laundry and dishes. Which one? There's not a lot of dishes, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Z is saying the booze cruise, maybe a last minute cruise. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all
pretty cheap right now. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it gets more expensive as you get closer, Z.
And I'm gonna Cheryl, if you want to drop your link, if you're not a mod, I know I've got some mods in here. Cheryl, for Cruising is Fun Anytime tomorrow has a live tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's a girl talk. We're going to talk about going on a cruise. There's going to be some awesome co-hosts on the show. Yours truly is one. But, you know, it's going to be Internet Fun and a couple other channels. And so I think it's part 1. I think there's going to be a part 2 as well. So please check out Cruising is Fun Anytime, and they're live tomorrow. I've been on a couple of panels for Cruising is Fun Anytime, and I always love it. It's always a good time. It's always fun. Cheryl and Jeremy do a great job of asking great questions and just really providing a new level of, you know, live, and I love it. So just please check them out tomorrow. And if anybody else has a premiere or live that they want to highlight or promote, please do so. I would love to catch it. So if I don't know, maybe
I'm gonna go live from the ship tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably around 4, somewhere
Okay.
around the LA time.
Yeah. Oh, I love doing watching the sail aways. We don't usually go live during the sail away. I think we might try to this year, but this next cruise. But I love watching it. Just such so much fun. Thank you, Destination Fun and Warmstrong, for dropping those links. Oh, water shoes. Yep. Definitely get water shoes. So my mom's friend, well, it's actually my sister-in-law's mom, but my mom and her mom have become really good friends. She's going on a cruise with us in May, and it's her very first cruise. And so last night I was showing her, we're going on the 8-day to the Bahamas, Key West in the Bahamas, the Eastern Caribbean. And so on the Dream. And so we were showing her different vlogs of just different, some of ours from when we went last year. And then I was like, I know I showed how we cruise and just some of the other channels that I knew had done the same cruise. And the excitement of somebody when they have never been on a cruise is just so fun. So she had a lot of questions like, how much money do I bring? And what's a sail and sign card? And so of course my mom like rolls out her luggage that my mom stays packed too. Like my mom is game for a cruise any day of the week, guys. And so my mom's like, here's the cable and here's how we put the room tags in, and like my mom like bust open this suitcase last night and she's like, here's our bubble wrap for the wine and here's the things I put sodas in and here's like my mom like all like I should have recorded it, and I didn't think about it because we were just going over there, have some wine. We took Chloe to the Easter egg hunt, have some wine and just like some pizza, talk about the cruise type thing, talk about excursions and stuff. And we call her Mama Jen, and Mama Jen was just like, wait, you stay packed? And my mom was like, oh yeah, you never know when a cruise deal is coming in and you just need your bag and to go. And like Mama Jen was just like, okay. But we were showing her the Bahamas and like Half Moon and like how the water looks and the cruise ship. And there was somebody who had I think it was Warmstrong. I was showing like where he had filmed like some of the going live from the sail away, and she was like, wait, like everybody gets out there and dances, and like she was so excited, and I was like, oh, just her excitement made me excited. And she was like in my mom's living room last night, like practicing the wobble. Like I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna hear that song.
That's so funny.
Oh,
Well, gee, what cruise are you going on in October? He says doing that itinerary in October. Where, is he on the booze cruise? No,
I think Will G's on booze cruise.
I know Will G's going
maybe,
on the.
Oh, he's going on the FRGC. Maybe I can't remember.
In October, they have one in October.
No, I'm saying. I started thinking he was on the booze cruise, but maybe he's on the FRGC. I can't remember.
No, he's on the Dream. Doing the Dream, yes. 8-day. Yeah.
That's a fun itinerary. And I know how Have Luggage Will Travels talked about this a lot in their live. I love those 2 sea days at the very end. Like,
yep,
such a great.
Will's
I love that itinerary. Because like Freeport, we've talked about swimming with the pigs, and if you've swam with the pigs and you've done that excursion, please let us know. Because Andrew and I've been watching it, and we're kind of like, one, it's like $130 for 3 hours, and that's kind of high.
You can't. We looked into it, and then we watched Views and Cues. They have a video on it, but you can't. They don't let you in there with your cameras. You can't take pictures. You can't do anything. You can only do it from a distance. They don't let you up into the actual excursion, but you could leave the excursion and go up like in the dock area where all your bags are, and you can take pictures from afar, but you cannot go in there with your cameras.
Really? Because when I was reading the description on Carnival, it said bring your cameras and stuff.
This was a Royal Caribbean excursion. I don't know if it's the same island, but wherever island they were at, they could not take their cameras in there.
Okay, well, I'll double check. We were looking at the dolphins too, and we decided not to do that because same thing. Like, I don't want to pay $100 for one photo of Chloe with a dolphin. Like, no thanks. I know that sounds awful, but we can go to SeaWorld and like have all day with the dolphins and do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
Yep. FRGC 2.0. I think we're gonna go on that. Like, I haven't booked it yet. I'm just kind of waiting for the right deal. And then two, I'm so nervous about PTO because that Hawaii trip, that 2 weeks. I don't know how my job's
Now
going.
that's out of Galveston, right?
Yep.
Yes, on the Jubilee. That's going to be a fun cruise. But there's definitely, you're going to have huddles and have luggage will travel and the Clock family adventures.
I don't know if huddles on that one or not. Actually, I think they are.
The huddles are on that one. I think there's like 8 or 9
He told me there was
creators going on that one.
Yeah, I think they told me there was 9, and that was probably a month or two ago. So I don't know how many signed up since then.
My friend texted me and she wanted me to do the Hawaiian. She's going on the Pride America or whatever.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is like $11,000. I was like, I'm good.
I would love to do that. The Australia cruise in 2025 with Open Hands for Cruising, but by the time I had my airfare and my cruise, it was going to be like $12,000, and it just not feasible for me when I can go on like 5 cruises for that.
But Hawaii cruises, like when you get to Hawaii, like the islands, their casinos aren't open. It's illegal in Hawaii to have a casino. Keep that in mind, Jennifer. That's what I read on that. When my friend was telling me she was going on that cruise, I was like, well, they don't have a casino. She goes, well, you can't gamble in Hawaii. The casinos are closed. And I was
well, that's probably a good thing for me since it's a 15-day cruise. So that leaves me 8 days. You know, it's like a normal cruise. Because I was a little, like, I have control. I don't want to sound like I don't have control, but I did kind of like, what kind of budget am I going to need for this trip? Because it's Hawaii, and just like Alaska, all the excursions are a little more. When are we going to Hawaii? We're going April 6th, 2024. So next April, about a year from now. It's a 15-day. We got a balcony for, I want to say it was like 4,000 or 5,000, which is kind of a little high, but I thought, by the time you figure in a 15-day versus like a week, it's about right. And then my mom got the same cruise with an interior for $100.
$100.
$100. Her casino deal. So we went ahead and got the balcony, and then my mom and Chloe in an inside cabin. And I'm trying to tack in a day like to do Disneyland, like since we're going that way anyways. And I thought maybe like fly in Thursday, go to Disneyland on Friday, and then catch the cruise on Saturday. Because I think Chloe would really like that too. But then I kind of look at my wallet as like, please stop coming up with ideas. So I'm not as good as Andrew is on the chat, guys.
We were going to do that for when we went to, oh, thank you. That's so much more light in here. You just came and opened the curtains.
Hi,
she says hi.
Hey.
We were going to do that when we did the Alaska cruise. We were going to fly from Seattle to Disneyland, wherever, Anaheim or whatever it was, Anaheim. And by the time we did all that for one day, it wasn't worth the airfare and then the Disney pass for one day. And we were just like, forget it. But we were like, we're already out here, so let's just do that.
And Andrew's a huge Marvel fan. So, and I know Bill kind of touched on this in his live the other day.
Yeah, right there. That's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Andrew, he he's got a bottle opener. It's Thor's hammer. And
Oh, that's
I mean,
pretty cool.
yeah, Andrew's a huge Marvel fan. So I was thinking it would be kind of cool to fly out there and go see the Marvelverse out there and some of the rides out there. And to like, get the iconic picture in front of the castle, see the big Ferris wheel, and then be like, okay, we did it. I mean, it's not as big as Disney World. Like Disney World, I mean, you could probably be there 2 weeks and not see everything. So many little hidden details. Hi,
Well, now you
Dave.
have the Nintendo Land out there too.
I know, and
Yeah,
he
you
wants to
can
go see that. But they're building one in Florida
Mhm.
too.
Epic Universe.
Wait. Y'all are on the same one? Oh, Rob and Jan. So we were on the Vista together. We missed each other, but we're not going to miss each other on this cruise. I mean, it's 15 days. I'm sure we can do it.
Oh wow, they're doing it back to back. That's cool.
Yes. No, we're not doing the Alaska part. My job would probably be like, do you want to work here? Like, no. I just like your money.
Nah.
Oh, that's so fun. You guys will be on it together.
That is so cool. That's cool. I'm always excited when you know somebody going on the same cruise. Take two. Yes. Oh, I'm like excited. I feel like a kid. Like I'm like, yay. Small world. Okay, I think I'm caught up with chat, guys. I don't know how y'all do it by yourself.
You need to come on the non.
I know. And I wish we were going on the booze cruise. That one's gonna be a lot of fun too. I know the Jubilee is scheduled to be on time, but I think if for whatever reason, if that one cancels, I think we'll move to the booze cruise or the non. But
I wish they weren't like the same week. Like not the same week, but the same week apart. Like, you know what I mean? Because I can't miss that much work all at one time. But if they were like spread out, I could do it. But 14 days is not gonna.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it next year. Only thing is I'll be at my job for a while and hopefully we have people who do, like we had somebody take 3 weeks off to go to Europe and stuff. Hi. So yeah. Oh, so okay, so they're selling 2 other couples that they met. Awesome. Okay, I'm excited. That's cool. Yeah, because I looked through Shipmate and I didn't see anybody I knew. So I was like, eh. So what else?
The week after the non, the day we get back, I guess, is the La Lita Loca. They're on the same cruise the following week. They're doing something with the people on there. So some people are doing back-to-backs. But I was like, it'd be nice to have like 14 days to... Bill, I'm jealous of you.
He's doing 21, isn't he? Or something like that?
Yes, but I know Bill worked really hard, to get to that point. Yeah, because I've heard him talk about he would only do like 3 or 4 day, whenever he could squeeze a cruise in.
He's doing 22 o'clock, and then he comes 7. Back, and he's leaving for Seattle like the same day, or not Seattle, but Alaska. He's doing a back-to-back.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to have Jackie as his cruise director, and we loved Jackie. Jackie was so much fun. Like, I don't know if any, I went back and watched our Dream series from like when we first started editing. Oh gosh, guys, we've learned so much. But anyways, I was watching, Andrew did like this really long intro, and I was like, Andrew, I remember like when we used to leave every word in. Now we kind of shorten it up. Anyways, but I was watching when Jackie was like high-fiving Chloe at Build-A-Bear and stuff. He was so fun. Like we loved him and his 80s party and stuff. I don't want to give it away, but Bill's going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. Don't take Andrew to the PlayStation World. Andrew turned on his PlayStation for the first time, I think this week. He didn't really play anymore. Like when he was like when we were in our 20s, yeah, he played video games all the time, but
That's the way I was.
now that we
I
have a kid and have to be adults, like he didn't really. It sits here more than anything. The other day he was like, "I'm gonna play a little," and I was like, "Yeah, no problem." Like he doesn't play very much anymore. And now Chloe has learned that she likes video games too, and she's a little better about turning on buttons. And so he was playing one day, and she like turned on the other controller and was throwing him way off. So he can't play when she's home anymore. Because used to he would give her like the other controller and it was turned off, and she thought she was playing too. But now she's learned how to work those things, and she
Pretty
was like,
soon she'll be playing.
Yeah.
Her and Andrew will be like, "We're not eating dinner. We're playing a game, Mom."
So my mom like can't figure out the tablet, and my mom called me, and I was like, "Just hand it to Chloe. Chloe knows how to get to Paw Patrol. Like, she knows her code. She knows how to hit the little star button, and then she knows the buttons to click. Mom, just go ahead and hand it to her. Just make sure you're logged onto the internet, because she gets very frustrated when she gets that circle of death. She has no patience for YouTube when it's loading, but she knows how to access it, Mom." And my mom was like, "What?" I'm telling you, these kids now, they come out of the womb knowing how to work video games and controllers and remotes.
They can survive.
I know she's only 3, but it's amazing how like self-sufficient she's kind of in the last year become. Like, I mean, she still makes a mess and stuff. She's trying to pour her own milk the other day, and I was just like trying to have a panic attack. Like, just like I'm trying to let her do it, but I'm like, please stop spilling it on the floor. Like, let mommy help you. And she's like, "No, I do it." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, just let me do it, please." Yep. We've run into some couples too. Like, we were on a cruise, and then like we kind of went on a cruise a couple months later, and we ran into another couple. We just happened to see them at the bar, and we were like, "Hey!" Didn't even know they were cruising or anything. And it was 2 different cruise lines. It was like we were on a Princess together, and then we were on a Carnival together. So we didn't expect to see anybody we knew, and that was exciting.
So you're already booked up for next year then, right?
We just have the as of right now, we just have the Hawaii cruise. We told Have Luggage Will Travel that we would like to go on the 2.0, so that one will probably happen. I'm worried about the PTO. And then my aunt and uncle called Andrew this morning to book is it the Venezia out of New York over Thanksgiving, and that itinerary, I forget what all she said, but I was like, my head kind of tilted, my ears went up. I was like, "Wait, what?"
I can drive to New York.
Yeah. And then too, it's like right over Thanksgiving. So when you come back, it'll be all Christmassy at, Central Park and all that. Like,
so where does it go? Where does it go? The one out of New York.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I know it was St. Thomas, St. Martin, Dominican.
If it was going to do like the fall, I want to do the fall one where it goes up into the northeast.
That's what I did last year.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I did Bar Harbor, which you may have to catch a Bar Harbor between this year and next year, because they're trying to get it to where you can't go to Bar Harbor anymore. And that was a pretty cool place. But we went to Boston, Bar Harbor, Maine, Portland, Maine, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and St. John's Bay. It was a 9-day, and when I originally booked it, I caught it like, if you catch those like almost a year out, I think my original booking was $1,050 for 2 of us.
Yeah, I was just looking, and even the ones down out of Miami and stuff, and Port Canaveral for next year, like around October, November, they're dirt cheap right now for next year if you book it now.
It was a cool cruise.
Yeah, I want to do that where you can see all the leaves changing because we don't
Yep.
get that here. So I think it would be beautiful to do something like that.
We don't either. They go from like green to dead, the leaves here.
That's here. Yeah.
And then we have fake spring here in Texas where they start to bloom, and then we have like another freeze, and then they die again. And then we get actual, and then it's like 2 weeks of spring and then summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have. Well, Andrew's family lives in, and I know I mentioned it, in Boston, and they've invited us up in August. So they rent a cabin in York Beach for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And they've invited us to fly into Boston. His mom would grab us, and then we would stay in Maine for a week. And the cool thing about that is she has internet at her. They have like a summer home there. So her and Mark will stay at their summer home, and they have internet there. So I could work. And then, we could, Andrew and Chloe. But the thing is Andrew's PTO is kind of maxed out with all the cruises we have. So we're trying to figure out that one too. The flights were like really reasonable. It was like $200-$300 a person round trip out of San Antonio. So it was really in there too. Like when we go up there, like, because we stay with them and stuff, it's not as expensive. And then too, we would like to kind of meet up with Jimmy and some of the other YouTube creators up in that area. Cause I know Andrew has a lot of family in New Hampshire, Boston, New Hampshire, Maine. So, but it's really pretty there. And when we've gone before, like, it's not like here in Texas where it's like hot and you wake up and it's hot and swampy. You wake up there and it's actually kind of got a nice cool crisp to it. And then it warms up through the day. And I mean, I remember it was like June and we were there and it was still like 60 degrees, 50 degrees. I was like, man, this is nice. This
nice, right? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, here it's starting to get that way now. You walk outside and it's like humid and swampy. We're right on the coast in the Gulf.
That's how it is here when you walk out right now.
The tree frogs try to fly at me. It's like, no.
Yeah, Robin, Jan, I was noticing that for now, like even the prices now, if it used to be last minute, you could get like a good deal, like a month ahead of time, like if the ship wasn't full, but forget it now. All those good prices have disappeared. You got to book way out now.
Yes. And we have looked at the Disney Magic, out of Galveston in January of 2025. So we talked about the Huddles, their group cruise. And then we kind of talked about going on a Disney cruise. We want to, one, experience a Disney cruise. And two, Chloe will be 5. And so, that's right. That Disney age is 5. And so we talked about doing that because we really don't really want to go to Disney World for another week. Like, we love Disney World, but it was so expensive and just, it was just so overwhelming also. But
we skipped Disney this year.
Y'all skipped it?
So much money. So we're doing Tennessee instead.
Yeah, I think until Disney kind of levels out on some of that nickel and diming at Disney World. Like, we felt so nickel and dime, and Destination Fun, I know you, Sherry, you can really speak to this too. But we felt so nickel and dime. Like, the difference between going in 2021 and 2022, like January to January, we went both times, was so different with the nickel and diming. Like the fast passes and the, we still had to do the park reservations and stuff. That was fine, but we understood. But it just felt like it was never ending when we went.
I don't know how people do it. Like, we used to get the fast pass because it was free, right? You used to get 3 free rides or whatever.
Yeah.
But now that they charge, that's a lot of extra money for like.
Yeah, I refuse to do that.
Yeah, that's a lot. But then again, you got to think you're spending all that money for the park. You want to be guaranteed to get on the actual ride, right?
And that was exactly it. So we really wanted to ride Rise of Resistance or whatever. And, and we only had Hollywood Studios for one day. So we paid the money to fast pass that. And then Chloe couldn't ride. So we had to do the parent switch off. But, so we couldn't even ride it together. We had to ride with strangers, which was like, hi, family of 3. I'm your 4th person.
They wouldn't let her ride that.
Huh?
They wouldn't let her ride Rise of Resistance?
She wasn't even 2 at the time. She was little.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we went in January when she was just before her first birthday, and then we went again right before she turned 2. And so she could probably ride it now, but
Yeah.
at the time she couldn't. But yeah, it was just, I mean, it was like that. And then, we stayed at a resort with a Skyliner, and it just made life easier with a stroller, because getting on the bus with a stroller is a nightmare for those who are thinking about it. Oh my gosh, you have to collapse it. And then of course, you could practice collapsing that stroller 100 times, but when you're trying to get on the bus, that's when it's like, nope, not today. I'm not going to close for you like you asked. It was, and then we had like a jogging stroller. It was huge. It was a lot. So we've decided until Chloe's like a little bit older than 5, we're not going to do. Well, we might go for a couple days and just pick our favorite park or something, but we're not doing a week.
Well,
Yeah,
not only that, I think it's exhausting. Like, I only go for like 5 hours at a time. I can't even imagine doing 4 days all day long for.
We do from the time it opens to the time it closes most of the time.
Yeah, that's what we did too. We were 30,000 steps. 40.
But I guess you have to, right? You pay that much for a ticket.
Yeah, and we were trying to look at the cost of going on like a 5 or 6 day Disney versus flying to Florida, staying at Universal a couple days, and then because they're opening the Mario World, and then hopping on a 2 or 3 day Disney to like just maybe Castaway Keys. Like we were trying to figure out the cost of Disney for 5 or 6 days. I mean, you could go on 3 Carnival cruises.
Yeah, I priced a Disney, and this is several years back, so I'm sure it's higher now. But I priced Disney for 5, and it was $12,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and my friends actually did it, and they said, number one, they weren't impressed with it because they had 2 kids, little kids, and at that time, that was their free babysitting, right? They had like a kids, the baby area or whatever. They couldn't gamble, so there's nothing really for them to do. So what was the point of having the babysitter kind of thing? And 2, they felt like the food was more cafeteria style, and it wasn't that great compared to like Carnival or Royal. But I mean, that's coming from them, so I don't know because I haven't actually tried it. But they said it wasn't worth the 11 grand or whatever it was. They could have taken 3, Carnival or Royal cruises for that month.
And that's what we were kind of looking at, because we looked at Huddle's Tropic Like It's Hot. I don't know. I got to pay down on some cruises before I book anymore, but
you might be able to get Disney last minute. I mean, but it's hard because we work, right? But sometimes they do those last minute when the ship isn't full kind of deals. But
I paid off 2 cruises this week, so I'm ready to do some more deposits.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Will G has 8 booked between now and January 20th. That's awesome, Will.
I have 1.
Oh, Rob and Jan said they have 17 booked.
That's what I read. I wish.
That's what I read in the thing.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome though. And I just read down here where they said their day-to-day life is inexpensive because they sold everything and moved into a self-converted van full-time to give us more freedom to travel. Those are the goals. That is amazing.
That's what who is it we follow? We follow somebody on YouTube. It's not the Endless Adventure. Oh, the Nest or Flying the Nest. And they have a child like this, Chloe's age. They got rid of their house, and I think they rent their house out, but they bought a van, and that's what they're doing. They're just traveling while their child is young and not in school. They're living out of a van, and they're going around and living, I think it's in Australia or something.
That's cool. I don't know that I could live in a van with Chloe and not. I mean, I feel like this house is not enough space. Sometimes I'm like, leave me alone. Like, please go play with your toy.
Their thing is that they're traveling so much, they're not really in their van except to sleep and eat breakfast. Right? That's their whole thing because they're always out and about doing something.
That's true. That's cool. We've talked about it. one, we don't love this house, and then two, we're just like, we're so close to the water. It's like, when's the next hurricane coming? And we're gonna go back through what we went through in 2017 with Harvey. Chloe's young, and I don't know that we're going to put her in public school. Andrew and I have been having a lot of conversations about that. We spent my entire lunch period the other day debating on options for her. She goes to like a academy now, and we like that they have structure, and it's a Christian academy, so they, they have a little bit of structure there and stuff for her. But I think long term, we don't really want to this probably sounds bad, but we don't really want to put her in public school. We live in this area. We live in the area here, and it's just, we don't feel like the school system is what we would want it to be. But I don't know that we want to homeschool. We both work, and I don't know. We're back and forth on it. But I did see that there's like some homeschooling like cohorts and stuff that they, where they kind of rotate and stuff. And we've talked about that. But I don't know. Like we did talk about if she's homeschooled, and we do want to live more of a life of travel. And Andrew, like I said, he said the other day he wants to move to Florida, which I was like, hey, I thought we wanted to get away from hurricanes, but okay.
I feel like Florida though.
But he's like, it's Florida. We could travel more with her, and it wouldn't interrupt her curriculum or anything. And it's so weird, the things you think about when you have a child. Like we were together. We'll be together 17 years this year. And so we've only had Chloe 3 years. So for 14 years, we would just do whatever we wanted. Like, I mean, if we could afford it, travel, do this, just jump on the plane, whatever. And so we've had a little bit of a tough time, not tough, but adjusting with life with a toddler and traveling. And even with the Vista, it was our second cruise with a toddler, but we still found areas of improvement and how to make our life a little smoother with her. And so it's just, you got to, the things you have to consider with a toddler versus when it's just you and another adult, because, used to, if Andrew wanted to day drink all day, it's like, all right, whatever, as long as you make it into the room. And now I'm like, no, you got to help me parent this wild one so I can day drink. Not really. I'm playing, guys. Andrew and I we play a lot. Like I hope nobody judges our relationship on those types of things.
No.
You're not together 17 years if you're mean to the other one. I'll just put it that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just got
Ricky
engaged.
and I have been together.
How long have you been together?
16.
Yeah. So you're not with somebody if you're that long, if you're really mean to them. Yep. Day drink. Yeah, hashtag day drink. I think that's going to be to drop your link. I think that's going to be my nation to day drink. At least somebody's day drinking around here. My day drinking is coffee.
Yeah, I just saw, like, we're right by the pool in our condo complex, and I just saw these people carrying this huge cooler into the pool. I'm like, day drinking?
Love it. I love it. Well, we live at a beach, and I was telling Andrew, I'm like, we live at a beach for free. Like, we could be getting all kinds of video content here, but no, we don't want to go to Rockport Beach. No. We want to pay money and go to Bahamas and Cozumel. That's a different beach. Yeah. Same Gulf and, same water, but.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, we live like 30 minutes from the beach, right? But last year I was like, oh, let's just, we had all this vacation time. I'm like, let's get a place out on the beach for a couple of days. By the time I did that, it was cheaper for me to book a Royal Caribbean cruise, for 3 days that had the beach, 2 different beaches, right? You had Nassau and Coco Cay. And all my food included for as much as I was going to pay for just a hotel room out at the beach. So we just did the cruise.
So we are just over the ferry from like Port Aransas, and the prices of some of these condos in Port Aransas, I'm like, you could have gone on 3 cruises and saw much, much prettier water. Like, I mean, not that Port Aransas is not a pretty area, but like, I mean, comparing like Half Moon to any beach in Texas, come on.
Yeah.
And it's not that much cheaper.
Right. So yeah, that was the thing. It was like all of our food was included. So we're like, all right, let's just do the cruise. Hey,
Take a big Bubba to the planet. Yes. Oh, Rob and Jan are our kind of people. Yes. That's what my mom would do. Guys, I'm telling you, my mom, like, she's not in our vlogs a lot. She's hilarious. Like, that's what my mom would do. She'd be like, hold on, I got to fill up my 32 ounce Crown and Coke. Yep. Cruising is cheaper than most land vacations. Yes. All the way around. And I know somebody was like, I won't mention their name, but somebody was arguing with us about, well, you know, it's much easier and safer to be on a land vacation. No, the risks are still the same. Your kid could still fall in the pool, get hurt. I mean, I guarantee this is, yeah. I mean, you're going to have dangers no matter where you are. It's just, how you look at those dangers and are, reactive and proactive for those dangers. But I mean, like, they were like, we would never take our kid on a cruise because they would climb. Well, no, Chloe doesn't even go near the edge. I mean, when she was on the balcony, Andrew and I, and we tried to show it in the video, like, we had our hand on her, like, and then it's got a lock at the top. Like, she couldn't even, if she wanted to go to the balcony, she couldn't reach it if she wanted to. They're safe. And anyways, yeah, that's a whole nother rant. I won't go on that rant, but cruising is safe, guys. You might get a little bit sick. We did come back sick from Vista with a cold, but.
Hey, Marsha.
Yep. Will G, 100%. Like, in South Padre, even, like, we've driven down there, and it's depending on if it's spring break or whatever, if it's nice there too. Hi, Marsha. Yeah, just as dangerous with a hotel balcony. Exactly. I mean, I know actually some people. I knew a girl I went to high school with who fell off a balcony and injured herself pretty bad, and you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Heck, I've fallen down, like, we've got steps on our deck. I was carrying something for Chloe and missed a step and landed, and I thought I was going to die out there. I thought I needed a life alert the way I landed on my hip. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is how they're going to find me. But no, I mean, I've gotten hurt more on my own property than I have on a cruise ship. Oh, y'all got sick too? Yeah, man, I think a lot of people in the Vista came back. It wasn't COVID, but it was some kind of bug. Marsha, tell your husband something. Clock. All right, so let's pick a different topic. I feel like I'm ranting a lot, and that is not I don't want to do that. Happy times. Okay, so Wonder of the Seas tomorrow for you, Mr. Yep. Clock. What are you looking forward to the most?
We love the solarium on that one because it's all closed in and it just with her being a redhead, she gets sunburn easy, so she can hang out there and not get all burned up. And we just liked it. It's just the way it's all temperature controlled, and we're not much on the outdoors all that much, except for when we go on cruises. So
that's awesome.
I mean, we go to all the theme parks. She hates it.
What islands are you going to, Clock?
St. Thomas, Martin, and Coco Cay.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've been to.
And you're vlogging, right?
Martin, I think. Yeah, I actually just opened up my Rode mic. I'm gonna, or actually, it's a Movo mic, I guess it is. I haven't even used it yet. I'm gonna put it on my camera and see how good it is.
Oh, nice.
Coco, are you doing anything in Coco Cay, or you're just?
I normally don't. I don't pay for the water park stuff. I just go sit at the bar or the swim up bar and just.
The good thing about Coco Cay is if you buy the drink package, it's included on their island, so you don't have to buy the drinks.
Nice.
We just do the non-alcoholic.
We don't usually get the drink.
Sit there and drink. I'll drink the virgin strawberry daiquiris and mudslides all day.
Nice. I love swim up bars. Like, I love when we go to somewhere with a swim up bar. Like, it's just such a different vibe. So
The
fun.
only thing I don't like about Coco Cay, and maybe it's just the time of year we've always been, the pool is freezing.
It was pretty cool the last time I went. What time of year was that? I think that was in June and it still was cool. But
I don't know what it is, but their pool is always cold. But it plays music under too. If you ever go underwater, the music in the water. Yeah. And they have a swim up bar, and it's awesome.
They even have tables inside the water where you can sit down, bench seats with tables in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There's a couple little sections of that.
Okay.
And then they have a little splash park for the kids, the little kids too. They have like a splash area. That's cool.
So the big pool thing's all free. The water park is what you got to pay for. So I just go to the pool because the pool's humongous.
That's usually what we do. Or we'll go to the beach, or we'll go. They have like a little lagoon area. We'll go to the little lagoon area for a little bit too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
And then they have like snack bars everywhere too that you can.
Our bartender told us that they're actually building a hotel on the island.
Oh.
And, making it to where you can go do a couple-day cruise out there, spend the night on the hotel, and then come back.
Ooh, I would do that. I would totally do that.
Yeah. Now, I haven't officially heard that from anybody, but he was telling us pretty good detail about it. So it seemed like
building an adult area too, an adults only area.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to try Royal.
You gotta try Royal. You gotta get to Coco Cay.
I know. That's what I need to do. I need to sit down and like list everything that we want to like try, and then see which cruise line offers the most of it. Because Andrew was saying he wants to go. Like, he's never been to St. Martin, St. Thomas, San Juan, all those islands. I've been there, but he's never been. And I haven't been since 2003. So I'm sure it's changed a bit in 20 years. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I think that would be fun. And we seem to keep going to the same spots in the, like same Cozumel.
I have too many of the same ports booked in the next couple years, and what I've already done. I keep going to Roatan, Cozumel, and Costa Maya. I think I have 3 or 4 cruises that I've done that itinerary.
That's us too, and we like those ports. We know what we like there because we've been there so many times, and it's great if you're wanting to actually, like, as a vlogger's point, do things for the ship, because people get off and then you can go film and do whatever. So it's great for like Jubilee and some of these newer ships that we want to try. But I don't know, we normally, I always hear people ask, like, why do you book a cruise? Is it for the ports? Is it for the ship? Is it for, and it's so like the price, and there's so many different, we are never consistent on that. Sometimes it's for the port, sometimes it's for the ship, and then sometimes it's like, man, this is a good deal, I got to do it. Yep.
Yeah, that's why we did the non-group. Well, we didn't know it was the non, but it's going to St. Thomas, which is our favorite. It's out of Miami. We've never been out of Miami. And
non-bread. Thumbs up.
And we've never been on the Celebration, so it was like 3 wins for us. So that's why
that's cool. Robin Jan said if you're going out of Galveston, it's the same Western or Bahamas ports. Yes, 100%. I was kind of looking at the itinerary for when the Miracle comes, but we'll be on the Miracle next year.
But your other cruise goes to Key West. You've never been there.
Right? We went on this exact itinerary in August.
Okay.
Our very first cruise vlog was actually this itinerary. But this year, Key West is my birthday. So it's like my actual birthday. So I'm really kind of excited for it. More than I was last year. So I don't know what we're going to do. We were trying to figure it out last night. I kind of want to go back to Two Best Friends because I really liked their pina coladas. It was like probably the best pina colada I've ever had in my life.
I want
My,
to say the Brilliance out of Tampa now goes to Key West. I want to say, but I'm not definite.
Yeah.
My wife is half Irish, half Scottish, so we want to do a one of those cruises over there to the British islands and stuff, or the Europe cruises, so we can hit Ireland, Scotland. It's like a 12-day.
I talked to Andrew about maybe looking at that for 2026, doing something like that. It looks fun.
Yeah.
We're going on the Dream May 6th, so in about 35 days. Wow, they did 36 days in a row, January, February. Didn't get off the ship for 2 weeks when we were on the Vista. The crew said they counted us as crew. Love that. That's cool. Yeah, the Vista was nice. We liked it. There were things, I guess, when we got, like, the Dream is the cruise we've been on the most. Like, this will be the 4th time we're on the Dream. I guess we just feel more comfortable with it because we've been on, like, I love the Atrium. I know that ship the best because I've been on it so many times. So I felt like it was more comfortable than the Vista. But there were things on the Vista I definitely liked. And Andrew and I have a couple of videos coming out of 5 things we liked about the Vista and 5 things we didn't like about the Vista. But the Dream is my favorite so far. Hey, Eddie. Go, go, go.
Hey, Eddie.
Oh, they'll go with us. Yeah, let's look at that. Clock, when are you going on that cruise to Ireland?
I haven't said it yet, so you want to set
Maybe
something
you could
up?
lead a group cruise.
Hey, wifey, would you like to do that in 2026?
Yes.
She doesn't have a choice in it, actually. Even though she's the one who wants to do it.
It would probably take us that long to come up with the money for it, so yeah.
It's not that much. From what I was looking at, I mean, if you catch them ahead of time, it's not that much.
Okay.
It was less for a 12-day cruise. It was only like $1,200, something like that.
Yeah. Well, Mike, let's do some research if you want to start a group cruise. You could have breaking news on your channel, and we could be like,
breaking news.
I think we're gonna do Norway next year.
Oh,
that's what we want to do. We heard it takes Alaska a step higher. So yeah, we watched some vlogs on it. So we're like,
See, and I would have to dress Chloe up as like Elsa or Anna, like I would have to do it. I would.
Yeah, we were watching Views and Cues. They just did a Norway cruise, and it looked amazing. Like the views and we're like, all right, we gotta book this. They're the ones who sold us on the Alaska one last year. We were watching them.
You have us watching Views and Cues. I watched them during lunch the other day.
Mm-hmm. They're funny. We watched their vlog yesterday. They just started a website, the world's best cruise foods or something, and they've ranked all of the best food that they've had. So I gotta check out their website, but yeah, we watch them all the time.
So has it been the Key West yet? We were lucky. It let us in. There was like rumors about it that it may not let us in last August, but we did it. We did the hop on and off on the trolley, and we went and saw the southernmost point and then mile marker 0, and then we went to 2 best friends and got food and drinks and watched the roosters. It was so hot in August, like we were dying out there in line for all that stuff. So we spent a lot of time at the restaurant actually because it was so nice and cool there. But we're excited to go back. I think we're gonna kind of go this time with a different plan. Last time it was like we've never been there, just take the trolley and see where the day takes us. But this time I kind of want to go see, I think it was See Me Traveling, I think it mentioned it, that the Margaritaville there is like the original in Key West. Yeah, so I bought some Margaritaville Crocs guys, like
You
they
and
have
your
a shot glass on them. I got to show, like, look at this, guys. They got ice cubes, and the other one has a shot glass on it and a little lime. So anyways, I've got to wear my Margaritaville Crocs to Margaritaville. Andrew was like, I'm not being seen with you. And I was like, I don't care. It's my birthday. And I'm going to be 36, so I'm officially closer to 40. So I don't care.
You're so funny.
So anyways. Yep, Mike and Jennifer started a group cruise. Oh gosh, that's going to be the rumor. Mike, they're asking 2026, and then where's it going?
I'm actually looking some up right now just to see what all they got.
Andrew's gonna come home and I'll be like, so I committed us to another cruise. While you were working today, good thing, because you're going to pay for another cruise. I think is it Cheryl? Yeah, Cheryl from Jana. She's like, it's like they book themselves. I just book and I ask him in the middle of the night and he says yes. I'm like, love it.
So this one's Jewel of the Seas for 12 nights for $1,087. Now, unfortunately,
Okay.
that's going to be that's right now. So I 26 isn't open yet, but as far as prices goes,
I think that's a tiny ship, though, isn't it? In Jewel of the Seas, one of their like tiny, not tiny, but they're smaller ships.
It leaves from Amsterdam.
Oh,
Okay.
Amsterdam, Netherlands, Inverness, Loch Ness, Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland, Belfast, Ireland, Liverpool, England, Holyhead, Wales, Waterford, Ireland, Cork, Ireland, Dover, England, and then Amsterdam.
Wow. Okay. And you said it's a 10-day?
12.
12. Okay. All right.
That's somewhere. I mean, that's probably going to be the one like type that I would like to do because it has Ireland and Scotland. Some do one and not the other. So I want to try to do one that does both.
so there's your 15 days for that year.
All right.
Gotta allow in the travel time to get overseas.
Yeah. I can figure it out. I can do this. I can make this work. Rob and Jan are going to Norway as part of their itinerary in June, and they'll be 9 days in Norway. So maybe there's another vlog to watch on Norway.
Yeah.
Might have to look
Rob
at
and Jan, you'll have to let us know.
Might have to look at NCL and see what kind of if they're doing the buy one get one on the flights. See what their prices are.
It's all right. I'm gonna win the Mega Millions because now it's up to $355 million. So money won't be a problem.
I'm gonna win on the slots in the dream.
Are you saying you're renting the whole ship for us, or what you got?
You know what? If I won, there's a high chance the cruise family that we've developed here, and I'm talking like our channels that we talk to daily, I would probably do it. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be like, let's just do it. Everybody vlog. Just give a shout out to Embarkation Nation, please. So Marcia said, breaking news: Ricky gets a new chair if you sign up for the 2026 group cruise. Oh, so we could just tack on. So if you book the group cruise, if you tack on another $20, Ricky gets a chair. It's like a GoFundMe. Alaska is one we need to get booked. Yes. Will G, when are you thinking about going to Alaska? We're going in 2025. Norwegian Encore, June 15th, 2025. Ocean to Ocean has some rooms set aside, blocked so we can get a good rate. And he had some awesome perks. Andrew and Jeremy are also leading. They have some rooms available, but Bruce is the main one. So reach out to him for sure. Yeah, that'd be cool. It might hold up. I don't know. I mean, I would definitely do it. Oh, he Googled a walking tour. Awesome.
Most of the ships at this point are selling, so Should be fun.
Hi, Songbits Laura. Nice to see you. Thanks for showing some support. We've got some awesome channels here in the chat if you want to connect with them as well. Everybody's amazing here. Sorry, guys. I'm not as good as Andrew about the chat. I know he... Oh, she has multicolored Crocs. Yeah, so I have cheetah print on right now. They've got hidden Mickeys in them. They're from Disney's Animal Kingdom. And Andrew, like, you know, you do think, like, you know, when you've been together with somebody, there's just things that your spouse does that you just, I'm like, oh, I wish you wouldn't. Mine is that I wear Crocs. He's just like, really? They're so ugly. And then you put those nice charms on them to just make them even worse. Like, really? But now I've got Chloe wearing them. And he's like, really, Jen?
You know, I can't think of one thing that bugs my wife.
You want to bring her on? Like, I'm sure she's got a list.
I don't hear anything. I mean,
we'll talk to her when she gets back on the cruise. Back from the cruise. We'll have Ricky come on.
she'll be on my live tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. She's so sweet. Like, she just adds a new level to your channel. She's just so sweet.
How much did she pay you to say that?
I can just tell. I'm trying to catch up with chat, guys. I'm not as good as Andrew, I promise. I'm trying. I don't know how, Sherry, I don't know how you and Warmstrong and Shanster and Mike, I don't know how y'all do it by yourself all the time. Like,
I just struggle.
It takes practice. You'll get a hang of it.
yes. Today's my test practice day. I wanted, just in case I did it wrong, I just didn't want anybody to be like, oh, there's Embarkation Nation again, not figured out their lives.
This is my wife, if you can see that. She said this is her list.
Marsha said she has a list. That's too funny. Now, I mean, I don't do a lot of things to irritate Andrew. Like, I mean, some things. He could probably get on here and tell a couple other stories. But I love Crocs. Like, they're so comfortable, especially when you wear them with socks, guys. It's a whole new level of comfort. But I only wear them with socks if I have jeans on. I can't do it with like capris and stuff. I feel really judged. It's like when I was a kid, I used to love those. What are they called? River Rapids or one of those sandals. They're like kind of a trend now too. Like, oh, those like, I don't know, river sandals. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know. You might Google it.
Oh my gosh, I loved them as a kid.
River sandals?
What are they called? River Rapids sandals? I don't remember what they're socks and Crocs. Yes, guys. Hashtag socks with Crocs. Yeah, I don't know.
I see them.
Yeah, like I used to love
them.
No,
they're called
something different now, but they're like the same thing. And I love those before they were cool. That was back in the, when the Skechers had like 2-inch
Teva sandals. Teva, TV.
That's it. Yeah. That was back in the Doc Martin. And
Doc Martin days.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I loved my Doc Martens. Like,
what year did you graduate?
2005.
Oh my. Never mind.
I remember my dad took me school shoe shopping and I was like, I want these. They were like robin egg blue Doc Martens. And he was like, that's what you want for your school shoes. Yes, Dad, I'll wear them every day. At Journeys. Because I had to go to Journeys to get the little handprint stickers. I used to collect them too, like Pogs.
These things are expensive.
Yeah. They're not cheap, but they were like, man, I used to love them too. Anyways.
They have them on Amazon. Some of them are like $84.
Robin Jan said day drinking wearing socks and Crocs. Yes. Yes. So if y'all see me later on my deck with socks and Crocs day drinking, don't judge me.
That should be your hashtag for your channel drop. Socks and Crocs.
Andrew would have a heart attack. Like, because he's at work right now. He's not chimed in. Even though I'm like, oh yeah, I I changed our hashtag from nation to socks and Crocs. Oh gosh, guys.
Jennifer will start a second channel, Socks and Crocs.
That can, instead of Jennifer Embarkation Nation, I'll just do Socks and Crocs. It'll just be random videos of my Crocs and different cruise footage. Oh my goodness, guys, could y'all imagine? There'd be like 0 subscribers. You know what? There'd probably be somebody who would like love it, and there's probably a niche somewhere there, guys.
Yep.
So funny.
Will G said he retired from the Army in 2005. Jennifer, you're still young. Guys, I don't feel it. I'm telling you, like, I turned 36 in about a month, and man, guys,
Wait till
like,
your
I don't know
body
what
starts hurting
happened.
all over.
Huh?
Wait till your body starts hurting all over.
I know. You know, it wasn't until I had Chloe that I started noticing the pains of my body and stuff. You know, like pregnancy does a whole nother thing to your body. But I'm telling you, like, this 3-year-old's I feel old some days with her. Socks and Crocs. Yes. It'd probably go viral. Can y'all imagine that would be the thing that makes our channel go viral? We do all this like trying to get our channel like perfect with the right editing and stuff, and just some Socks and Crocs is what does it. That would
You
be
do
our
a
luck.
short. Do a short with those Crocs that you just showed us with socks.
I am. So I'm wearing them to Margaritaville, guys. I don't care. I may not come back with Andrew. He may leave me in Key West. I don't even care. Like I want to get a shot in my shot glass and my Crocs. I just gotta do it. And then, anyways, me and this live took a whole nother turn. This is why I don't come on live, guys.
Now, every time I see a pair of Crocs, I'm going to take a picture and send them to you.
So my cousin, she used to judge me heavily for Crocs. And then she was at Disney. Her and her husband.
They're all over at Disney.
Yeah. And so her feet were hurting. And so she bought a pair of Crocs. And now she owns her like 3rd or 4th pair of Crocs. So I'm like, thank you. I had that trend. I was wearing Crocs when Birkenstocks were popular too, guys. Like, I like
Disney Crocs are expensive.
I'm wearing a pair. I got the Animal Kingdom ones on with hidden Mickeys in the leopard print.
They're expensive. Don't ruin them.
Can't
They're
afford
gold.
I got Chloe a matching pair, and one day we were out in public, and this lady was like, "Oh, I like your Crocs." And then she saw Chloe. She was like, "Oh, did you buy those to match her because she wanted to wear them?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's it."
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't me, and then I bought hers 3 weeks later. Yeah, no, that's not it.
Robin Chan, Socks and Crocs live from Hawaii Miracle.
Oh goodness, I can get like a Hawaii pair. Oh yes. Oh, that's what our channel is gonna be known for. Like we were gonna do rum cakes and all these things in our lives, but instead it's gonna be Jennifer debuts Crocs. I can get Cozumel specific. Oh goodness, guys. Crocs is not a sponsor, by the way.
So
But if you want to be,
I was about to say, unless you'd like to.
unless you'd like to. Paw Patrol, you too, because you're like costing me a lot of money on puppies right now.
Nah.
Oh goodness, guys. So did y'all have another topic other than Socks and Crocs?
Mm-mm.
Oh, guys, this is our views have like I went from like 12 people to 5. They're like, this girl. Oh goodness.
Too funny. So now when we're out shopping today, if I see a pair of Crocs, I'm gonna be like, oh.
Do you
Yeah,
own a pair?
No, I don't own a pair.
I
Well,
tried
I gotta
one
go.
time.
I gotta have to go buy slippers today. You want to see my slippers? This is a
Yes.
pair.
Okay, show your shoes day on. Oh, those are well loved.
A blowout.
Yeah. So that's what I've got to go buy today is new slippers.
That's when you know they're good and broke in.
Yeah. And you know what? I just got these like in December, I want to say. But the thing is I work from home, so I wear the slippers like literally every day. Like
That's why I wear Crocs every day, because I work from home, and it's like I didn't want to do the slipper thing, and I didn't want to do flip flops every day.
yeah.
Although I own the Croc flip flops, and they have Croc close
These are my
to like.
slippers.
Oh, those are cool.
Those are cool.
Those are real cool.
Danny yesterday was like, my sneakers have a hole in them. He's like, I haven't had these that long. I'm like, and you wear them literally every day. So yes, they're going to have a hole in them if you wear them every day.
So
They
Andrew's
just
got
don't
a
make
pair of...
things like they used to.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Andrew's got a pair of Nikes he just got recently, and he's got Wu-Tang Clan shoelaces. It's a whole other thing. Anyways, and he was the other day, he was like, man, I'm going to have to change the shoelaces on these because these shoes are worn out. And I was like, well, again, he's like, Danny wears them every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, get a pair of Crocs.
Hell no.
Danny's screaming, hell no. You thought you were talking about him to get a pair of Crocs.
Yes. All right, Danny. I need y'all's
Well,
P.O.
some
box.
doesn't suck,
I know what to send you.
Oh, too funny. He's like screaming, no. Uh-oh. You got him to come up and come in here,
I don't
Jeff.
like the direction where this conversation's headed about me.
They have
and Crocs.
Superman Crocs.
No.
Oh, they do have Superman Crocs and Marvel.
Oh my god. That's just bringing all kinds of mixed feelings here. I gotta meditate on that.
Oh my gosh, Danny and Andrew could so be best friends. I'm telling you.
Pink Crocs for Danny.
Oh, he would
Pink
kill me
Crocs?
if I came home and bought him a pair of Crocs. He'd be like, what? No.
Oh, I would need to see that short of his face when you come in with like, look what I bought you. This is what we're wearing to the wedding. So, guys, they do make like a bride and groom set of. I shared this on my Facebook page. They make a bride and groom
Yeah,
pair
they
of
do.
Crocs, and they're all like bedazzled. And Andrew was like, I will literally not marry you if you buy those. Like, he was like, no, Jen, no. I was like, all right.
They make a lot of bride. We were at Men's Warehouse the other day because he had to get a suit because we have to go to a wedding in like a month. And not only did they have suits and stuff in there, but they have all kinds of bride and groom like things like mugs, and they have everything.
I think that's why we're not going to do all that, because I was looking. It is so easy. I'm going to be honest. I love to, like, I get easily sucked into things when I get like on a theme or something. Like, if you go back and look at Chloe's birthday pictures, you would know. But, and for the wedding, I was like, I just don't even want to do it. Like, we've been together so long, and I just don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to do the whole. I mean, at this point, I'm like, okay, we've kind of done things backwards, right? Had the kid, bought a house, like, we've done things way backwards. So a traditional wedding just doesn't seem like us. So I'm trying to figure out what us is, but yeah, and I've been looking, it's like the whole time I was like, I want to get married. I want to, all these things. And then like he finally proposes, and now I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, I've been dreaming about this day for like 20 years, and now I'm like, I just don't know what to decide on.
Well, this is weird because it's both of their like second marriages, and they're doing this big thing, and I'm like, who does that? Well, I guess people do that, but they don't do like a 300-person wedding for their second. You know what I mean? Like, you might do like maybe like 50. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I'm thinking that's too many. I'm thinking like 5.
5.
I mean, Andrew, Chloe, and our moms.
It's a lot of work. It is. It's a lot of work.
And because I'm 36 now, my mom is kind of like, well, like your dad and I would have paid for it when you were like younger, but now we just thought you were never getting married. Wow.
That's the easy way out. Like, well, I had the money saved up. Well, then
my mom, I mean, I shouldn't say that. My mom would do anything. My mom does so much for Chloe. Like, Andrew's mom too. Like, our moms really do a lot. So I shouldn't say it like that. But yeah, it's definitely me and Andrew paying for the wedding. And I just,
Just save all the stress. I've done it. It's stressful. It's a lot of stress.
I have a plan. We'll probably reveal it over the summer because we won't have any content because we don't have any cruises. So keep it cruise related. Oh, she's wearing Papa Bear red flannel slippers in the van. Oh, yeah, $3. I'm telling you, I like Walmart's $3 stuff. Like, no shame here. Pink Crocs for Danny. That could be your hashtag.
Pink Crocs for Danny.
So we need a chair for Ricky and pink Crocs for Danny. And I'm going to throw Andrew in that mix too. He needs pink Crocs too.
Then at that point, you might as well throw in onesies for guys too.
Andrew has the Ted one. Like
me out of this whole thing.
He hates onesies. Like literally. Like I'll be in the store. I'll be like, "Isn't this cute? Like, should I get this?" He's like, "No, it's a onesie."
I have to like periodically like nudge her away from the onesie section from the store.
She's buying you
like a
rompers.
magnet to her.
She's buying you a men's romper.
That's it. The rompers. That's what they're called. The rompers. He does not like the rompers.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like Andrew's is like the Ted, like the teddy bear from the movie. Like it's like a zip up.
Oh, like the big pajama thing. The one.
Yeah. You're talking
No.
Yeah.
He's fine with.
No.
He thought you were
That
talking
is fine
about.
with.
He thought you were talking about the romper.
Me looking like a twirling furry, that's totally fine. But a romper, I draw the line.
Yeah, no, Andrew doesn't own any rompers. Although Amazon could probably get one here today.
Oh, what's up, Cruise Nuts? Good to see you too.
Hey, Cruise Nuts. I already said hi.
Anyway, change the subject. No pink rompers or
Crocs.
Crocs. Oh.
Danny's not gonna let me go live anymore. He's gonna be like, no, don't, no, Sherry, you're
Only
busy.
He was on a walk, right? And I was like cooking breakfast. He's like, I'm gonna take a walk and I'll eat when I get back. All right. He's like, you're not going live, right? No, I'm not going live today. He comes back in. I'm in here. He's like, you said you weren't going live. That's why I muted it. I'm like, I didn't. Jennifer did.
Yeah, and Jennifer never goes live. All right. Y'all have bye, Jan and Rob. Like,
bye.
Y'all have a good day. It was so nice seeing y'all. And oh goodness, we have to talk offline about the April cruise so we can plan it better in case we don't have internet. I think we do have internet because I bought it was cheaper, but let us know and we can coordinate meeting maybe even before we get on the cruise.
Does internet go on sale for Carnival that often?
No, I haven't ever seen it go on. Carnival doesn't do a whole lot of sales on that kind of stuff, in my opinion.
Okay, see, Royal puts their stuff on sale all the time. You just got to catch it because sometimes it's cheaper than others.
Mm-hmm.
And normally Black Friday sales are the best.
Yeah, I wish Carnival would. I mean, maybe like on Black Friday. And I did see something like if you book an excursion, you get 10% off Wi-Fi. I think the other day. That's the first time I had ever seen it. But I don't know. Like
It just tells you how much they're overcharging for the excursions.
Exactly. For the Dream, we only have the clamshells booked at Half Moon Cay because I'm like, I didn't really like any of the excursions there. I mean, we looked at Swimming with the Pigs, but it's like $135 for 3 hours. That's $30 an hour per person times 3. Like, no. And then we are going to be there the week in Nassau that they have the grand opening of that new port area. It's supposed to be that week, like either that day or it's hit or I think it's like the day or 2 days before, whichever it is. I think it's right when we're there. So I told Andrew that would probably be a good idea for us to go adventure through that, probably get some footage and then save some money. So I think that's going to be our plan. And then Freeport, I mean, y'all know, it's like, I think my uncle's the only person I've ever heard said that Freeport was his favorite port. So
yeah, because it's doing the scuba diving, right?
Yeah, that's only because he swam with sharks.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one that's in the cargo, like a cargo area? Yeah, that's where we had our cruise crash.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Our cruise crash there.
A wreck?
Yeah, some barge hit our ship when we were in Freeport.
Oh, what ended up happening?
they ended up having to get like 4 or 5 other barge ships to like kind of pull it out, because it was like dug into the aluminum. So they had to back the thing out, and then they had to have the Coast Guard or somebody come and investigate our ship before we could get clearance to leave, to make sure, because the hole that it made luckily was higher up. So, but if it was lower where water could get in, we would have had to, I don't know what they would have done, because we wouldn't have been able to leave, right? The ship would have sank. So,
were you nervous? Because I think I would have been a little concerned knowing there's a hole.
yeah.
Like, what if a rogue wave hits me? You know.
Well, I mean, they had to get clearance. They couldn't just say it's safe and leave. But until they got that clearance, we were literally on the ship. I mean, you could have gotten off. We were at port, but we were on the ship.
Yeah, bro, you were at Freeport, so there's no reason to even get off the ship.
No. It's like, do you want to go to Senor Frogs, or that's it?
I thought I heard somebody say that they're building a resort there.
We have a video of them pulling the boat off. It's on our channel somewhere. It's
Drop
called
it in the
Cruise
chat.
Crash. It's Cruise
Yeah, drop-
Crash is the name of the. Oh, let me look for it. I'll drop it. But yeah, it was interesting. You felt it too, like you felt the jerk when it hit, and everybody was like, "What is going on?" And then you look out the window, and it's like, "Oh,
Whoops, my bad."
Yeah. So, anyhow,
That's wild. I think I remember breaking news or something from Island Time or something when that happened.
yeah, we were on it. That was us. It was a Mariner of the Seas. That's the ship we were on.
Oh wow.
Here, I found it. Let me put it. I'll drop it in here.
So do you have anything else you need to do today, Mike, before you get on the cruise ship tomorrow or leave tonight?
No, I got to finish packing. So just getting stuff together. So I'm probably going to get off of here rather soon.
Yeah, I'm probably about to end it too. Man, that's cool. I'm excited. We wish you well on your cruise, and so excited for y'all. I know that it's a cruise you've been on, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah, the kids haven't been on it though, so this will be their first time. And the teen club on this one's a little more upscale for them. They got kind of like an adult hangout type looking thing.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool.
Cool. That's gonna be fun.
Yep.
I don't think go on the Wonder. I think when the Icon comes out, I think the Wonder price will go down a little bit. Right now,
Well,
it's like
Utopia comes out right after that too, and Utopia is going to be the same ship as the Wonder.
We were talking about the Utopia too. That's the thing. I feel like I want to book all these cruises because they're cheaper, right? But then there's like awesome group cruises that come out, or there's new ships, and I'm like, well, I kind of want to do that too.
Yep.
The struggles.
Well, when I win that Mega Million, when is the next drawing? Monday night? I gotta figure that out.
I gotta play so I can win.
Yeah, that's the issue. I don't ever play.
So would it be like the Destination Fun group cruise on the Utopia?
Oh, Utopia. So that'll probably come out. Are they even start building that yet, Clark?
Yeah, it's supposed to come out.
It'll be out.
It'll
be out fall of 24. Yep.
Oh, so they're building 2 at one time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they probably got another one for the Icon. Like that.
Oh, yeah, they've already started that one too.
Yeah.
Because so Utopia comes out. Icon comes out January. Is going to start sailing January. Utopia comes out and is supposed to start sailing in fall, and then the next Icon class is supposed to come a year from, I guess, January, February, March, somewhere around in there of 25, and then the next Icon is coming out in 26. So there's 3 Icons coming out within 3 years.
I wonder if they'll all sell out on the first day like this Icon did.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, and you know what it is that new, and then
a hype.
Yeah, just like the Jubilee. I mean, it's like everybody's like, oh, I got to be on the first one and the first sailing, and And
I think that's why they delayed the announcement of Utopia. They want to get as much money for Icon as they possibly can.
I think
and
you're
give it
right.
a little break so people can save some money, and then they're going to release the Utopia first sailing because they have to know by now when the damn thing is going to go because they knew far ahead on Icon.
What port is that going out of Utopia? I wonder. I wonder if they'll move Wonder and put Utopia where Wonder is.
I mean, Wonder was originally supposed to go to China, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Europe or China or somewhere like that.
China, I think you're right. So I'm wondering if they'll move it and put Utopia there, like where Wonder is, right? And then move Wonder to a different port.
And
hopefully they
keep
all the Oasis class in the United States at least till I can get on all of them. I'm trying to get all of them. That's why I'm looking at that Huddle's cruise because I haven't been on Harmony and I haven't been on Allure, but I've been on Oasis twice. I've been on Symphony and I've been on Wonder. So all I need is Utopia and the other two.
We might do Allure with Warmstrong next year and his crew, his group he's got. We're thinking because right now I looked it up, it's only $400. So
He's got a cruise.
Is that 7 day?
It's April of next year.
Dang it, that's Hawaii.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're going to go on any cruise next year, you got to go on and start putting deposits down now because look where I am for this year. Like, I can't find anything cheap for $400. Forget it, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Is that a 7 day on Allure?
I think it is 7 days. Yeah.
I didn't think about that because my son turns 21 in April next year.
That would be cool.
Yeah, and it's out of Port Canaveral.
I got you.
Oh, so you can swing by Disney or Universal.
Yeah.
I was just telling Danny, I saw something this morning that Disney Springs has a place called Swirls. And it has different types of Dole Whip, and you can get a Dole Whip. What do they call it? Like a sampler, kind of like the beer one.
Yeah, the flight.
A flight. But they have a blue raspberry cotton candy flavored one. I was like, we might have to go. I want to try that.
What?
So they're supposed to be starting to sell Dole Whip in the stores now. That's what they announced on one of the Disney channels that I watch.
I don't care what you say; it's not going to be as good as fresh.
No, I'm sure not because they're going to have to put all the preservatives and all that other crap in it.
Right. Warmstrong said it's a 4 day on the Allure.
Oh, okay.
I was like I overhyped the Dole Whip for Andrew because I was like, oh my gosh, I remember as a kid, and then he tried it and he was like, this is it.
But the flavored ones, not just that, the pineapple one's a little over the top now, like it's worn out. But all the new flavors they're coming out with is good.
I wish we lived close to Disney and Universal.
No, you don't. You'd be poor.
That's true. That's a good point.
We live far enough away that we only get there once every little bit, you know?
Yeah, but you got Hard Rock there. So, I'd be like, well, I mean, I'd have Chloe, but I'd be like,
I'd be going to Disney Springs every weekend. I could almost guarantee. And then I'd be spending $200 or $300 every weekend.
I mean, you can walk around Disney Springs and just people watching and looking at all this, all the stuff there and just have a good day.
Yeah. I mean, we go normally 3 times normally when we're down there we normally go down for like 10 days. And we'll go probably 3 times. Like one of the first days we get there, we'll hit it. And then when we're tired of the parks one day, when we're taking a break, we'll hit it. And then we'll normally hit it the night before we leave.
Every time we go there, we're like, we're going to try a different restaurant. And we always end up at Deluxe Burger. I don't care what you say, but we end up there. They have the best burgers. But we're always like, okay, on the way there, we're going to try something different.
Have you ever ate at Edison?
Nah.
So I'm an electrician, so I'm kind of tempted to eat there just because of the just the way the decor is and everything. So,
you could eat there on next Sunday.
Maybe.
I would.
I'm gonna ask them, see what they say. Just if I can check the bags and all, then we might do that, because I mean that's just too long to sit around at the airport.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a long day at the airport.
I'm sure they'll let you. I would just, like you said, when you get there tonight, I would ask them.
Yeah, then I would be like, I would do what's it called? Self-assist to get off, be the first one off the ship. And go check your bags and go spend the day at Disney Springs. That's what I would do. And let me know, because maybe if we're not doing anything, maybe we'll meet you guys there.
Okay.
That would be cool.
Yeah, so I don't get on the plane till 10:35 on Easter Day. 10:35 p.m.
Long day to be sitting at the airport. You're talking about 10 in the morning till 10 at night, probably at the airport. Yeah, no.
I wouldn't do that.
Hours? That's a long time. But definitely let me know if you do Disney Springs, because maybe we'll head over there. It's only like an hour for us, hour and 15 minutes.
I'm sure that'd be what we'd do if we ended up doing anything.
And then I could try my Dole Whip.
There you go. I see a new live coming from Destination Fun.
Yeah. And Clock Adventures live.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, definitely let us know, Clock. You have my Instagram or my Facebook, right, where you can send me a message?
I'm not sure if I do have you on Facebook.
Then Clock will be like, oh, we were there. I couldn't get a hold of you. I didn't know how to reach you.
Oh, goodness.
Or get with Eddie. Eddie has my number.
I got you.
Is Eddie still here?
I don't know. I don't know if Eddie's still here or not.
Yeah, I'm following you on Facebook.
There you go.
Yeah, so let me know. I would definitely, though, see about checking your bags in early. Or even maybe Disney will hold your bags. Disney Springs, they might have an actual bag place there.
You know, they might with security.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them a call, too.
Yeah.
They might even, here, hold on. I'm going to Google it real quick. I think they do. I want to say I've seen something there.
It might be where the scooters and all are. Where you rent the scooters out in the back.
I mean, if Disney was smart, they would, because you know you're going to spend money at least in food.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, you've got to go see World of Disney at least once. They have all their 50-year merchandise, like 50% off right now.
It is.
Yeah, one of the ladies I follow, she's like a personal Disney shopper. She was making trips out there to pick up stuff for people for all the stuff that's marked down.
I get you. I bought plenty of it at full price.
Yeah, me too. Because I had to have all the pens, and then, you know, had to get Chloe all the merch.
Guest services at Disney Springs. One of the best services offered is luggage storage. This location will hold your luggage while you explore Disney Springs. Oh, hold on. Note, guest services is no longer holding luggage, but it can sometimes still be done at Lost and Found.
Okay, so just I'll give Lost and Found a call at Disney Springs and see what they have to say. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hopefully it works out. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because then I can go straight there instead of having to stop at the airport, drop them off, and then go over there. So that would work out better.
Now you're not renting a car though, right? You're gonna Uber.
No, I'm just Ubering it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they have a shuttle though that you can do from Port Canaveral. That's cheaper than an Uber. I don't know.
I don't think they do. Because Disney got rid of all their shuttles, free shuttles from the airport and stuff like that.
The Magical Express.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would call Disney Springs, and if not, they might be able to tell you where you can store it. Yep. You know, you're doing Royal, right?
Yeah.
I want to say, well, and I don't know if they do it here, but when I was on the Seattle cruise, there's a service that they did where
They'll take you to the airport.
No, but it would take your luggage to the airport and you could go do whatever for the day.
Well, see, I was told that before. And so I went down guest services on the Wonder the last time, signed up for the take your luggage to the airport. And I said, okay, so what do I have to do? They said, okay, you just get the luggage outside the room and they'll put it on the bus tomorrow morning and you'll go right to the airport. So something didn't seem right to me. So I asked the question again. They're like, oh, yeah, I mean, that should happen. Well, then I go down that morning of, and my luggage was sitting in the area where everybody else's luggage was. So if I didn't stop there to grab it, I wouldn't have had my luggage.
Oh.
It was left in like the warehouse area of the port with everybody else's stuff.
Oh.
So then when I said something, I was like, I thought this gets put on the bus and taken to the airport. They're like, oh no, you got to come down here and get it and then put it on the bus. I'm like, what's the point of me even putting it down here then? Because then I have to find it down here. I might as well just take it and just go straight to the bus.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was a little upset with that one because I paid $35 a person or something like that just for that. And then I think I had to pay something else for the bus ride.
Oh,
And
I would've
the bus ride's only like 5 minutes from the airport. I mean, you can see the airplanes taking off from the ship.
And my friend, what she did was in Seattle, her flight wasn't until to leave when we got back from Alaska till like 11 at night. So she did one of those, I guess she got online. There's like some site you could rent a hotel room for the day, right? Just like a day rental. And it was like $60. And she just had a room for the day that she was just in and out of. And she left her luggage there and just went towards Seattle. So I don't know if they do that here or how much it is, but it's just like a day pass for a hotel. Oh. All right. Well, let me know, Clock, what you end up doing, but someplace has to store your luggage.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't sit there for 12 hours.
Well, not 12 hours. No, it's too long. I know my daughters would be killing me.
Yeah. If you think about what
They'd
the
be
money
picking on
it's
each other.
been to sit at the airport.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if you could just go to any Disney hotel and they hold your luggage. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but
So I didn't want to suggest that, but I would be like, oh man, they canceled our reservation. Can we just go ahead and get our luggage back?
Yeah.
You know, just ride one of the buses over to like Pop or something.
yeah.
You know? Well, I'm probably going to end it, guys. I really should be. I've been sitting here 2 hours. I should have been doing so much because the little tornado is going to come home and then I'm going to have like, dang. But thank y'all both for jumping on with me. I know I didn't plan it, but I wanted to, just kind of try it myself and not wait for Andrew. And you're both the best co-hosts. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mike, have a safe flight tonight. Look forward to your lives and everything.
Yeah,
from the
safe
Wonder.
travels. Keep me updated. We're gonna go buy Danny some Crocs now. We're gonna go shopping.
Okay. Look forward to
Thank you.
Danny's pink Crocs and those
Then I'll
shorts.
when we buy them, I'll do a picture and I'll do hashtag Crocs and Shocks.
Yes. Oh, and he needs a romper. Don't forget the romper.
I think he'd be better off with me buying him Crocs than a romper.
Yeah. You got to tell them it's both, and then they'll settle on the Crocs.
Right? You can do a this or that episode at Destination Fun.
Yeah. It'd be fun.
And then, and then I know Eddie and Warmstrong are here. I hope y'all both have a great day. Eddie, are you going live now? Do you want us to raid over? We don't have a whole lot of people, but
yeah, we're going shopping, so I'll have to log on later, Eddie. This one's been trying to get me out of here for the last 2 hours.
We'll tell Danny as a thank you gift. I'll send him a pair of Crocs for his pain and suffering while you were on my live today. And then, Mike, for real, let us know about the Ireland trip. And we can talk offline if you want, and that way, it's not like a bunch of. We don't want it to be like how they did with with the German area. But if you want to just talk offline about it, maybe a group of us jump on a Zoom and talk about that. And if you want to get those details together, we can get those details together. That sounds like fun.
What are you talking about? Z's already live with his breaking news of group cruise by Clock and Embarkation Nation.
That's how rumors start.
Yep.
You too, Will G. I hope you have a great day. Eddie's gonna be live in a little bit because he's hungry. But yeah, no, seriously, that sounds like I'm thinking really like maybe late 2025, 2026 clock, whatever, and kind of whatever y'all were thinking too. I mean, we can maybe be a little more flexible than that if you need to be.
Well, Kurt and Marshall said 2026 sounded good for them too, so maybe they'll get in there with us.
Maybe Warmstrong and Destination Fun. We'll just
maybe.
Why don't we get it?
Depends when our Norway trip is, but we're supposed to do that next year, so maybe.
Yeah, it's 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
tell Danny he's going to Amsterdam.
Well, I really want to do Ireland. I've been wanting to do Ireland for a while. So.
Us too. Before we were pregnant with Chloe, we were talking about flying over there and doing a whole trip over there.
Yeah, I want to go see some castles and stuff.
This sounds better because then we don't have to hotel hop and all that to go see all these different places around Ireland.
Do y'all have any issues as far as cruise line? Because I was serious as far as I was seeing about NCL with the I don't know how long they're doing the buy one get one on the flights, but that really saved me a lot of money going down to New Orleans last time. I only paid $130 for my flight to New Orleans.
But I don't know right now if you booked it now if they would be able to get you flights for 2026.
They're doing it for 2025.
You wouldn't be able to get your flight booked yet, but it reserves it at that cost.
Yeah.
So it does work that way. Because I was looking for the Alaska cruise with Embarkation Nation and Bruce and them.
So we told them no on the flights because I want to be a little more in control of my flight with Chloe, like because I don't want all three of us to be in a middle seat in the middle. Like that would be a nightmare with her. Yeah. But
you can change the dates and all though too. So I don't know as far as seats actually no, you can do the seats.
Really?
So because I had the opportunity to change my seats on it if I wanted to. Now I would have had to pay more, but it was only like $20 or something like that. It wasn't that much more.
Well, I was gonna try to do Southwest Airlines.
The flight's booked, so you'll book the thing now, but you won't get to change your seat until like maybe 2 weeks before the flight or whatever. But if you book it now, you can actually tell them you want to go in. Say the cruise goes on Sunday, you want to go in on Friday or whatever day. You can actually set the date that you want to go in and when you want to fly home if you want to stay there. There's extra dates as well.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's just a matter of them putting a variation or something on the flight, and it allows you to do all that, and it doesn't cost anything extra as far as the dates or anything.
Okay, that's good information. I didn't know that. Yeah, like I said, I have Southwest Airline miles, and I love Southwest. I personally like Southwest Airlines, so we were just going to do that. But
I will tell you this: it's not Southwest. I think they got a partnership with United.
Okay.
So that's just the other thing. You will have to pay for bags, so you have to look at that.
The thing I like about Southwest is if you have a child under 6, you get on the flight first.
Yeah.
So we like to go ahead, get on the flight, that first, or not the first, but the second or third row, get her settled, get the tablet going while everybody else is boarding because it's just easier for us. But
by then she'll be almost 7.
In 2025?
Oh, I thought you were talking about 2026.
She's talking about the Alaska cruise.
In 2026.
I was talking about the Europe cruise.
Yeah, in 2026 she'll be. Oh, she was born in 2020, so she'll be 6. So yeah, we'll probably. But I don't see Southwest Airlines flying over there.
Probably not.
I don't think so, because I think I looked into it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Mike, for real, let us know if you want to hop on it when you get back from the Wonder, things settle, finance, if we want to kind of look around. I'm I'm going to speak for me and Andrew. He's going to be in. He's always wanted to go there. He said it the other night. So I know that he won't have a problem with it, especially if it's in 2026 where we have some time to come up with money to do the things we want to do.
I'll let you know because I'm sure I'm going to talk to the cruise next desk when I'm on the cruise and see if they can tell me anything as far as those itineraries that may not be out there yet. Because sometimes they do have stuff that you can't see.
Yeah, and I'll look and see if Andrew or anybody has anything too. Yeah, let's do this. It'd be nice if it's our own little family group that we have here with See Me Traveling and Destination Fun, and Warm Strong. Like, it'd be fun. Let's do it.
I would probably be in, so let me know.
This is how Alaska became a group cruise, guys. We were on Cruising is Fun Anytime talking about Alaska. We had just booked it. Santa booked it. And so we were talking about Santa's gift, and that's how that group cruise came to be. So
you're lucky you booked it when you did, because the cruises to Alaska now are crazy expensive.
Dude, we've got a good rate. Like, and we caught it when it was on sale for like that holiday. So
like the hot item now is Alaska. So
yeah. Well, all right. Well, I know you've got shopping to do. Clock's got a flight to catch. Y'all be safe. I love you guys. And we'll see you probably throughout the day. Mike, we'll look forward to your live.
Bye. Mike,
Bye.
keep us posted. Bye.
Yep. See you.